gets aggressive. Therefore, they hold right back. They don't even go for the kill. They just push right through onto the site. There's so much data to go off of for GamerLegion that their coach has been doing some work in the practice servers. eraa, in the meantime, does find a headshot. Beautiful response from Gen.G. That is a clean one tap with the P250. And as we come right back through, 4v4, B site, so difficult to retake, but not when Adam's hitting headshots. Rage firing through for more, brings Adam into a one-on-one. Only needs one bullet to connect, and he can't quite do so. There's no kit, he's just picked it up, finally firing away, but he just misses the shots. He fires off. Some tools to work with, though, 2 scouts in hand. DemQQ, oh, he gets dinked. Oh, he gets his head ripped clean off, in fact.
Just waiting for Rage to try and make some contact, just make some damage. GamerLegion will take down Rusty. The AK is out. Now 2 players towards that A side.
Do go back in Colt's way, and there we go. Despite the fact that they take that man disadvantage at the very start, they do bounce back. They find themselves those 2 kills needed. They can get up towards long, and it leaves it all down to Dobbo on his lonesome in the CT spawn. Scout in hand, trying to connect, can't quite do so, and they're coming from all angles. And do the good old pincer.
The AK. But of course, when you're fighting against the Galeos, when you're fighting against the AKs, and you have only that one rifle, it's really hard for it to...
Needs to hold up for long enough for the support to come through.
Zero, he will find one. Rusty though with one more. Rusty with the follow-up on the deagle, and Zero, he will shut them down. And they...
Absolutely, yeah. It's a bit of a weird one for Colt right now. They've got 3 players that have got the money to invest. 2 just drop down to those deagles, but Rage finding that opening pick. Does to hold on to this B site.
He's in a pretty tough situation. Although eraa coming in to help, does some decent amount of damage. But Zero, he will fall, and now the 3 versus 4 retake. And we know how hard it is for teams to go for retakes towards that B side, especially when they are with a man down. Even if you're a man up, B side on dust is maybe done.
Able to drop Dobbo, they will have enough to go for another full investment. So the save call was definitely the right one to go for. Just unfortunate in that round 0.
Of course, that tunnels area to be cautious of aggression there as well. But this time though, Adam, he will find the first fenvicious. Are they ready for the position of Zero? He needs to find at least one. The backstab coming in from tunnels as well. This is just disaster for the side of Colt. And there's no way that they win this one. GamerLegion wins.
No bias at all, just statistically, they're super on these maps, and we just have no data to go off of for Colt. They've picked into a map that they've not played at all on HLTV in the last 3 months, and I'd like to see them take it.
Still, they have a pretty decent understanding on what to do, pretty decent performance here, and Rusty here will find Rage as eraa pushing towards lower. Damien, he was ready for it, but the bomb is just on the other side of the map. Gen.G, and it's a pretty tough situation. There's a player boosted. Gen.G, he will fall, and now it's only left to Senpai towards that side. As Damien, he's trying to do damage from B, and he will indeed manage to do so.
That was a really nice boost from Dobbo there, just over the top of the smoke. Was able to deny that plant. Rusty now all falls onto his shoulders. 2v1 clutch, but damn it, made the noise from behind. Nonetheless, still hits the headshot. That is snapback.
Now Colt going yet again for that long play. eraa will shut down Rage, but Timmy, he's so close. He will find himself the first. Does he know that there's a player in front of him? It seems to have an idea. He will try and run through the smoke, but Adam, he will catch him on grenade. And man advantage early on. Towards that split to that B side, and Zero, he needs to go huge here. Finds himself the first, but the kill from Senpai comes in. Gen.G will find eraa in the meantime as well, and now the 2 versus 2 retake. And this is such a tough situation now for GamerLegion.
If Dobbo falls here, if he doesn't hard clear this right angle, it's pretty much all over. He does hard clear it, hits the dink, can't quite convert onto Gen.G though, and leaves it all down to Adam. A near impossible clutch for him to pull off, does put out the first man. Now has the information on both, so definitely potential, but not when Gen.G's got an AWP in hand. And yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right.
GamerLegion are on a weak buy, so they go for a slower approach this time. They're just waiting for them to run out of utility, but eraa, he will follow what he did in the past rounds and once again get the opening kill. And so far I was thinking that GamerLegion were taking the opening draws, but not. It has been eraa. It has literally been eraa for 2 rounds in a row. That was the 3rd, but Damien here on the double refract, and that has opened completely the A-bomb side. Now it's only left to Dobbo towards long. Q will get taken down by Gen.G once again.
It's the FAMAS and the CZ, the only 2 weapons alive. The utility usage from Colt here was something really to note. The flashbangs over long, flawless. The utility over on Catwalk to actually take down eraa on that AWP was just fantastic. I mean, it's often difficult to recover when you're a man down. When you're playing up against a versatile AWPer like eraa is, often going for these aggressive peaks, trying to take that opening man. And Adam, what is he going for here? He's picked up the AK? Is he going for the defuse?
He's going for the ninja. He has a defuse. No way.
Unreal.
No, Jake is on side. He's ready for it. That was a pretty nice attempt by Adam. I respect that. I respect that.
Fair enough. In that scenario, I'd expect him to fall away and save the AK. But yeah, to be fair, considering he knows that Colt are hunting.
Against an eco. And so far, Colt, they've been doing exactly that. They're like Ethan. They're just clinical against pistols. It's just not possible to do any damage to them.
Absolutely, yeah. And it just goes back to these kind of upset rounds. Sometimes you do see a bit of an eco stack, you get overwhelmed by the pistols. But yeah, when you've got someone that can just maintain the composure, it definitely gives you an advantage. In this round, though, GamerLegion, they've gone for the B site retake, but they've gone in hot and heavy and with all of the utility, and it's worked out beautifully for them. They don't waste, and they need to hold up this A site. As soon as they lose it, Colt should be able to come out on top, and that's such a nice boost.
That's so cool. I think that's the first time I've ever seen this one. That was so cool from Colt. In the end, though, eraa takes down one dobbo as well to double up with his AWP. eraa and Rusty continue, and now it's only left to Rage. Finds himself the first. Coming in from Colt. GamerLegion, they managed to shut down the entire offensive and win their 6th round here on Best 2. As of
right now, GamerLegion, double up setup still in play. Dobbo over towards B. eraa on that A-bomb site. As they look, they've never gone for a fully committed B push on a buy round. It's always been once they lose a casualty on A, then they say, okay, let's go back towards B. Right now, they do actually manage to get out long, and eraa, he's just baited, peeking wider and wider as the jiggles come through. He doesn't want to pull the trigger on the shoulder. Instead, walks around, walks straight into the waiting crosshair of Rage. Now Colt have got the man advantage, and Zero has to make a big play. Absolutely does so. Flash through the smoke, finds the first. Rusty follows up with a second, brings him back into a 2-on-2 level pegging situation. But Colt, they've managed to cross. They can get this C4 planted with 20 seconds to spare. And GamerLegion will have to go for a retake. But with what utility? There's only smoke on dobbo.
Damien now, bomb has been planted, but he has only 22 HP to work with, and he's trapped on side. He's gonna get pinched. Dobbo, he will take him down from behind, and GamerLegion, it's messy, but it works. They continue somehow winning these rounds on the back of the double entry from Cold for Zone. This is surely not a round that GamerLegion should go for the AKs to Galos, but they're lacking utility a lot. They have a Mac 10, and look at that from Adam. Dobbo, he will open things up. Adam will double up, and make his way out middle doors. Rusty though on the other side spots him, frags him. Just everything going in the way of GamerLegion.
7. You're not going to be too happy about it. eraa waits it out, doesn't bait out to the jiggles, and does connect the shot. Moves it all down to fenvicious in a 1-on-5. Not a single point of damage has been dealt, and well, he's able to punch in 11 points of it, but that's not too substantial.
GamerLegion now falling back from long. This might be dangerous as they go towards Cerq. What a tremendous 4K from the young Q. Let him have the ace. Let him have the ace at this point. He deserves it. He deserves it. But he will get denied by Adam. That is so unfortunate. But Cerq shutting down the entire team of GamerLegion single-handedly. And now Adam, what can he possibly do in this situation?
Not a lot, apparently. That is absolutely massive from Cerq. It looks for them in the closing rounds of this one, to be perfectly honest. We've got a replay right now.
Rusty just holding towards that lower area, but Colt, they have no reason to aggress. For some reason, spotted them. I think he knows. There's the rotation coming back towards me. That's perfect from Colt. That's so much information. There's no way that they're ready for Demia. He'll just shut them down. Look at that. There's the kill. Cerq with the kill from the rotation, and now Zero. He's just left to bite his lip and just try and think what went wrong in this round. That fake was perfect from GamerLegion, but the play into lower was what canceled them. And now Zero, what can he possibly do? He needs to try and save his AK. or just go maximum damage. There is nothing that you can do. No way he wins the round. Damien will shut him down. 12 on the board. Rusty gets the first Damien though with the refract. Zero will shut down Damien. And now a man advantage with Rage. He's still alive towards side. And I'm not sure if they know. Will they check for him? They have no idea. Rage, he will strike. Jack kills well, and now onto the 2 versus 2 as Dobbo. He needs to get that bomb down, fakes it out the first time, and Jackie, he's so close. 24 in 11 currently. Goes out through the smoke. Jackie will win the first fight. Will he find a second now? Dobbo left in the clutch. 1 versus 2, and Dobbo, he will take. Keen on clearing his position, but are they ready for it?
And a bit of a whiff there from Rusty. Nobody's checking car either. It does just seem a little bit disjointed. GamerLegion, the communication not quite there. Not quite up to scratch for T-side on Dust 2. Not clearing their angles. Big whiff from fenvicious though. He's been the man that's really been lacking so far this map for Colt. And this time around, not able to find the kills needed. Perfect Molotov into Gandalf. That's going to flush out DemQQ. Now they might actually be able to take this one.
With the whiff, does some pretty decent damage though, so this might help, but Rage has the AWP. It doesn't really make a difference for him, does it?
Absolutely doesn't, and there we go. Walks up ramps, not going to take anything. eraa puts the fun on Alex. Though this is going to be tricky to get into, even with the contingency of Senpai's deagle. Lack of utility here for Colt to work with. They need to rely on the shots, and Rage, he can't connect when called upon. We've seen a few whiffed shots from him with this AWP. And once again, just doesn't step up to the plate. And that's going to be the A site taken for GamerLegion. A retake now needed.
Will go down as the 4 versus 5 retake, as you said, is on. But for Colt, isn't that just going to be safe goal coming in? Rage will find the first eraa kill, take down Adam. So that's 2 for 1. What happened here for the side of GamerLegion? Now Jack, he needs to stay alive towards short. He needs to hold it. If he finds at least 1 in this situation, that's perfect. Zero though will take him down, but all the kills go in favor of Colt, and somehow they win this. Somehow they win the 4 versus 5 retake with 3 men alive.
There was no kit in play here for Colt either, so a couple more seconds and it would have done it for them. Oh,
fenvicious, he's up him. And fenvicious with the double from Q's. Senpai will take down Zero, and now it's only the 2 versus 5. As Adam, what can he possibly do? The answer, of course, is nothing, as it's now only left here with the AWP and Rage. Bomb will go down here. The retake is on, and the problem here for GamerLegion is that they have no utility whatsoever to delay the retake and to help them here. And on the other side, Colt, they have more than enough. They have mollies, they have HEs, they have flashes. The question here is, will they use them? Zero will find the first. That's a nice beginning. Man advantage going in favor of GamerLegion, but now the flashes come in. Now the mollies will come in. Jackie, he finds the first. Adam goes down. Now this is such an awkward situation for the entire team of GamerLegion, and it's all left to eraa. 1 versus 4. Nothing that he could do. And ladies and gentlemen, map 1 will go in favor of Colt. That was such a sick retake coming in from the Ukrainians. Oh no, what?
not just
They
yet.
fenvicious now will shut down though every single player from GamerLegion, and it's all left to eraa in the 1 versus 4. And ladies and gentlemen, on the back of that, I want to say, just every time that I see Colt play, I feel like Jackie, the guy that just failed to the P250 of Zero, can do everything. Like this man is.
As soon as he slows down, I'm not sure what Colt can really do to replace that firepower that he brings. Execute onto the B site. Headshot does come through from Rage, but as the C4 goes down, GamerLegion, good chance of taking this one. Senpai over the top of the smoke, gets himself a headshot completely untraded. Rusty not even spamming away to do the damage. Finds himself 1 more in the meantime. that more work needs to be done. Both T's with very, very low health. And as that smoke starts to dissipate, he's caught right out in the open. All falls down to Adam's shoulders. Crispy headshot, might be able to get this one done. No kit in play here for the CT side. And as they hold the defuse, he spams away, denies it. There's no time here for Colt. And Adam single-handedly, he's done what was needed. He's clutched up a 3-on-1. And what a beautiful play. A very close pistol round from GamerLegion, but they come out on top nonetheless.
And that was such a hard angle for fenvicious to hit.
Bank account, everybody above that $3,000 mark, but they go for a bit of a bonus here. So with these max 10s, they want to try and take the fast and heavy, and Jacky's there waiting. 3 kills, not enough bullets in the barrel for 4, but Rage is there to pick up the pieces, and that's a complete shutdown from Colt.
You know what? I did a prediction in my Twitter before like a week and a half that I think that in one year having a round like that for the first or second time in the series, it's usually 4 or 5 times each map that he has to get that play into main, and the molly, it will force him back. That's perfect from Zero. He knows what's coming. In GamerLegion so far, they've been playing 2 players from Ivy making their way out towards the side, and are Colt ready for that? They don't seem to be. Oh, and that's such a nice kill from Rusty. Senpai falls, fenvicious though to answer backing out.
I'm going to watch towards heaven. Really smart read on the situation. Now they need to level out these numbers to get the C4 planted, but time pressure is a massive factor. The smoke goes down, the C4 tries to plant, but fenvicious able to deny it. Rage with another, an error all on his lonesome. It's definitely save time. There's no chance of him winning this. Is he even going to be able? Last 3 rounds in a row really has done them a lot of favors, and they've been quite convincing rounds too, so minimal reinvestments needed. I like this boost over towards Ivy though, but fenvicious.
The first kill.
Yeah, you'd think so. It's a really nice off angle. It's often overlooked, but Adam this time around, completely wise to it, connects the wide swing headshot. Rage can't connect the AWP, and well, has to deploy a smoke grenade, call for the reinforcements. The rotates come in. DemQQ and fenvicious, 2 nice kills. Now a 4v2 situation. The C4 down, the time pressure mounting for the CT side, and Dobbo needs to make a big play right now. He's in position to do so. There's a second headshot, tries to make it a third, not quite able to do so, and Colt will be able to take the round. But it was a close one.
It was a close one. Really nice job done there by Dobbo. And by the way, me and Peter have spoken about Dobbo a lot. I really love this guy. I think he's
15 years old at this event. He was a fantastic player, went on everybody's radar, and over the last 2 years he's made it from a small regional nobody to playing in these top European rosters, and he's really proving himself. Right now though, GamerLegion certainly struggling here in the 8th. They go onto this B bomb site, they just get completely shut down. It all comes down to Dobbo. A nice headshot to give him a little bit of a lifeline in it, but the bomb's right out in the open. It's going to be a very, very difficult clutch for him to make. And when we came into this series, I really wasn't sure what to expect from Colt. If I'm honest, I really wasn't expecting a whole lot. These players, we've seen them playing in other rosters, but other than Jackie, none of these guys kind of stick in my mind as stars. And that's your question.
Okay, because I was thinking that I would sound like a madman if I just said that I think that they might take it here. But Dobbo, he will take down Jackie. Jackie, he's not been having the best game so far towards that B side, despite of the performance breakdown that he's had a couple of rounds ago. This is maybe the 3rd time when he's just fallen without doing a single point of damage. And this is really bad because that's the piss around coming in from GamerLegion. Colt, they don't want to be losing these. Colt are ready for it. fenvicious though will find himself a free kill here, but he will get taken down by Zero as well as Rusty will take.
Has just been significantly stronger. They've looked more confident. They just need to make sure they don't lose that confidence, because as soon as they start taking a man disadvantage early on like this, of course Adam has been tagged down incredibly low, but they need to try and bounce back, and they do so with this A main aggression. They try and take control, and that's absolutely what they do. 1-for-1 trade, but DemQ's able to trade it back out, looking for another, absolutely finds it. Error a bit audacious to swing in with the AWP, and Rusty
whatsoever on the T side, and Colt, they might be going for a really dominant C side on trade.
Yeah, the stars are starting to align. It actually looks like it could certainly go that way. Era does find this opening pick here in the 11th. Gives them a little bit of a lifeline to work with, but as Adam, it's just, There's no real need for the peek. They've found the opening pick towards A. They're already starting to rotate, and Adam going for that swing just gives Colt the opportunity to bring it back into a 4-on-4, and it's completely untradeable.
By the way, did your clean feed just freeze, or is it just mine?
Yes, mine is frozen as well.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're having technical issues. Yeah, I will just contact production right now, and okay, so ladies and gents, we should be ready to come back into the game. Let's see, does the clean feed work? Does it work? Does it work? That I said to myself while we were off. I just said I'm just having a stinker today, really. So nothing too bad, nothing too bad. Colt against GamerLegion, 10-4 on the map pick of GamerLegion.
Just up close onto B, completely shutting it down single-handedly. Beautiful flash to get him right through. Going for the ace, can't quite find it. Error trades him out. But a 1-on-3, an unwinnable situation for GamerLegion, and this is going to be an 11-4 half. I mean, anyone that's had a bet on this game is rubbing their hands right now, Ted, because looking at the odds before the start of this one, GamerLegion were the hot favorites to take it. Remember how horribly GamerLegion mismanaged their economy in the second half after losing the pistol on Dust 2? They've got to make sure to not make the same mistake here. 1-for-1 engagements, but Cerq once again with the P250. He always pulls out that weapon on the T side of the pistol round, just so he has that range, that one-tap potential. He does so nicely with it. The Glock fires through for more. One headshot. fenvicious can't quite convert onto the second. DemQQ there to support him though, and Rusty now from behind. 1-on-3, brings it into a 1-on-2, but as he takes a dink, he's probably out of this one.
7 HP to work with, 2 players to fight it. fenvicious, he's gonna take him down. Colt with a pistol round victory here in training. If you're a GamerLegion at this point, this does.
These guys so far, you've obviously had them for a couple of games in the Shadow League. Had the opportunity to see what they're made of, and oh, they seem to just be made of steel right now. 2 headshots to open things up, and the buy round, it's already crumbling for GamerLegion. This is GamerLegion's best map by far. They've taken some incredible wins against some really high tier teams on it recently, and right now against the Ukrainians, they are crumbling.
So as we say that, a lot of kills going in the way of the CTs as well, and now onto the 1 versus 2, and fenvicious shouldn't be happening. Look at Zero, he has a really strong position. He will fall though towards Sandwich. Gets the first one. Will he double up? The answer is no. Dobbo though will find 2 on his own as fenvicious will refrag him, and now Rage into the 1 versus 3. He'll get attacked by the scout, and by the looks of it, GamerLegion might be on their way to their 5th, and indeed. In the end, Colt realized that this is the map pick of GamerLegion. They don't want to allow them to even try and think about doing a comeback. And for GamerLegion, It's pretty devastating to see Cold going on. Not even, I don't think that we could call this a half buy even because they don't have armor and grenades. Just to go on such a weak buy, because GamerLegion, what they call for is to see Cold force out at this point. But look at that, the Deagles, they're doing so much. Timing isn't in his favor. Rage spots the players towards main.
Oh.
Oh my god. No way. Surely not like that.
If it ends like this, it's a statement of how this game's been so
Oh,
far.
no.
Jackie, oh no, this could be the final nail in the coffin. Zero now 1-on-3. This was essentially an eco round from Colt with just pistols, and I think his barrel's been spotted. And there we go. It's all over. Jackie.